What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. In the place, it's the BirdCage LLC. Sit back, relax. We got you covered. Unfortunately, StreamYard to StreamYard, but I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started for y'all. Let's go ahead and get to it. It's the BirdCage LLC. Let's go.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. You're in the place to be, the BirdCage LLC. Let's go ahead and get to it. We have Coach Brant in the building, and we also have K-Dub in the building tonight, waiting for him to get back and get him situated. But what's going on, fellas?
Fourth Monday of the week.
What's up? Good to be in the building with you tonight. Historian. Great to get into this this victory we're going to get on Sunday against these Miami Dolphins, because guess what? We're going to talk about the riff up and the down. And right now they got to go back up, or what we always say, they're going to get fired. So they better get their act together, because you definitely lose to these Dolphins. It's a bit worse than the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. We'll be in the house with Coach. I had a show with Coach in a while, so it's great to have a
let me go ahead
gathering.
So appreciate that, sir. Let me go ahead and get the reins from you so we can get this thing started properly, sir. Now, getting to it, we pretty much have the Falcons. Before we get to the Miami Dolphins, we got to talk a little bit about what's going on with this defense and this offense right now. The Falcons defense is ranked number 2, and the offense is still in the top 10 right now. Actually, they're ranked number 7 in the league. Even with that loss, this doesn't hurt the Falcons production-wise, but record-wise, that loss just was not good because it was on primetime TV, and you did it against a team that was actually wounded in that game. Now, the one thing that we're going to talk heavy about outside of the rankings of it, this offense was stagnant. Let's keep this a buck. The offense was stagnant, and it wasn't good at all. When you look at how the play calling went, because you pretty much tried to make Bijan the hero. Yes, he's the best player on the field, but you have to use your other weapons at this point. That's my whole thing. You have to use your other weapons that's on this offense outside of Bijan so you can take that pressure off. Coach Brant, I want to ask you a question. You as a former play caller, and you're called college ball and high school ball as an offensive coordinator. Why is it very important to get the consistency from your offense as a whole, opposed to just putting the ball in just one or two guys' hands, in your opinion?
Well, I understand what Raheem and Zach Robinson are trying to do, but I think there's a bigger issue than that. Maybe it's just me and I'm old, but I think we need to start huddling up and looking each other in the eye and having some accountability to each other. And it means something where somebody, you got to look in that little sugar huddle that we do all the time when everybody's looking over their shoulder. we just look discombobulated, and I don't know. It just they got to know the next man up is ready to go, and it just keeps everybody fresh going into the fourth quarter, and we're gonna wind up making Bijan look like Earl Campbell, and not on a good thing. We're gonna run his knees in the ground
And that's
because
the one. And that's the one
he is
thing
one
that
cut
you
away
notice.
from him being down because he is a wicked runner, and when I say wicked, I mean look at some of the cuts he makes.
Yep. It's like a deer
Scares
running.
me to death.
It's like a deer running through the minefield, because you saw that a lot
Yes.
with Gale Sayers in his playing days. Because think about it, when he got hit by Mr. Kermit, who hit him back in the 60s or whatnot, it was pretty much a cut while he was cutting and he got hit and his knee just went. Jamal Anderson had a non-contact injury and he was a violent cutter. So again, you got to take some of these carries off of this man's knees, and there's got to be an adjustment. Now, getting to Michael Penix Jr. has a bit of a bone injury, pretty much a bone bruise. Now it turned from that to a knee injury, as the reports have come out to say. And he had limited practice this week. We're going to get into that on the pretty much on the injury report of the show. But here's the issue I got, and I'm gonna bring K Dub in on this one. The thing that I have is pretty much like this. Having Michael Penix Jr. in this offense without a competent offensive coordinator to teach him how to be a professional quarterback is pretty much like a child being without a father. You need guidance. You need that approval. You need that rearing or whatnot. And notice I said child. Notice I said child or whatnot, but at the end of the day, you just pretty much look at it from that standpoint of, okay, you have to have somebody that's going to teach him, because we have two young cats that are here and one doesn't know what he's doing. So honestly, in this situation, Ryan Grubb, that's down in Alabama, was his OC that got pretty much left Seattle and went back to Bama. K-Dub, in this sense, if you get rid of Zach Robinson, just say he goes to Oklahoma State, which they have him linked to, would you put these guys in the situation to go to see how much it would cost to pry Ryan Grubb away from Alabama? Or would you go ahead and get Mike McDaniel, that's going to probably end up getting fired after this year?
We're thinking the same way, historian, which is very odd. But we don't agree, but I do think they need to go and get Grubb, because he knows how Michael Penix thinks and ticks. So then here I know we have with enough money to pry him away from Bama, but does he want to leave his head coach that he's working for and come and work with the head coach he's never worked with before? It's all about relationships and coaching. I would love for that to happen for Ryan Grubb to come back to the NFL, but he ran back to college so fast. I really think that his taste in the NFL wasn't his cup of tea, but we can still try it out. But I do believe the relationships back, once again, you brought up Mac McDaniel. I think that's who we will end up hiring on staff, along with having Zach Robinson on staff. I think we hire Zach Robinson when we bring Mike McDaniel on. We bring on they'll make a passing coordinate, something like that. And then once they start screwing up, then escort out the building, McDaniel will have that job. That's how I think. But that's just how I think it will moving down the line. But we'll see how it plays out.
Gotcha. So appreciate that, D. Craig. Yeah, I agree. It makes no sense sometimes. You get a great comment for that. You get actually a star for that one. But man, the one thing that you got to talk about at this point is how this offense really doesn't even trust our special teams in the situation. You get what I'm saying? They don't trust our special teams in the situation. So looking at it, we literally didn't get a ball to Tyler Algier or Bijan. Bijan was on the side. Raheem Morris had a little bit to explain on that play, but I'm gonna go ahead and let him talk about it, and we'll decipher it from there.
Going to Drake on a play that we felt really good about, some things that we've done before in the past, and be able to get that off and do those things. But, obviously it was the aggressive mindset. Right there, you kick the field goal, you still leave them a bunch of time to go down and kick a field goal to win the game, holding the ball like Cal wants to do. In order to win those type of games, as you know, I'm sure all your analytics say right there, 100% go for it. And we were right on the mindset of going for it right there. From pretty far out, like analytics at that point, would tell you to go for it in the 4th and 1, no matter where you are in the field. And we don't want to be reckless with it, but we do want to be aggressive. So we took the aggressive mindset and went out there and tried to get it to one of our best players and best moments and some of the Ross Lee's Cup performance in his past.
In that situation, I got to call it like this. I'm going to start this topic off. With that whole situation on that 4th and 1, look, you apparently, what's going on, Jaden? You apparently don't trust your special teams unit. You don't trust your kicker. That's a problem. If your kicker can't kick from outside and continue to give you a chance, that's an issue in that sense. And we were able to run the ball with Tyler Algier that night. He was falling for it. They were bouncing off of him, pretty much reminiscent of William Andrews running through that 49ers defense in the 80s. It was just what it was. But instead of you giving it over here, you decided to pass it. That right there is questionable, because we still should have taken, if we weren't going to trust the kicker at that point, you give it to Tyler. But to me, we on the road, we're in an environment where you're within field goal range. You should have just taken the points and let your defense do what they needed to do. That's what I got on that one. Coach, what you got?
I think you got to run the ball in that situation. There's no doubt about it. I've been beating the drum for 2 years now. Algier and Bijan need to be on the field at the same time. It just sets everything up. I mean, it's that people act like we're reinventing the wheel, going back to a 2-back offense, and they did it for years and years and years, and it's been successful. And the last time we were in the Super Bowl, we did it. Things hadn't changed that much,
It's still simple.
And damn it, get under center. This damn flag football, bleep, 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 we play. Get under center. I get
they got to get
stuff.
at least 20-30% of the times. I'm with you, Coach.
And the West Coast offense that we technically run, there really wasn't much shotgun with it. There really wasn't.
That's crazy to me. You got 2 backs that average damn near 4 yards a carry, literally damn near 4 yards a carry, both backs. And they had a heart. Now, okay, Bijan gets stuffed on that one that's over there. Like you said, if you're not going to hand it to Tyler or whatnot, because he showed that he could get it on the 4th and 1 earlier in that game, and he used his speed to get around, why aren't you just lining up under center and let your quarterback just lean forward? Make it easy. Because your offensive line got pushed. Your offensive line was getting pushed in the middle, and I don't understand it still to this day. But it's what it is at this point.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss on that one.
So, and I gotta ask K-Dub this one. With Raheem going to the press and at that press conference speaking on how he went from saying, "Oh, okay, well, we ran this play because of the probability of us making it, and we did it before," but you go away from just basic common sense. How do you feel at this point when you look at the competence of this offense with this many weapons?
I was a true strong believer of this coaching staff, but this guy, man, I don't think he really gets it. We'll see what happens, but I don't have a lot of major faith. But I'm holding up a little bit of very, very tad bit of hope, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in this coaching staff because first off, he brought in 2 rookie offensive coordinators, man. I mean, you got to bring in experience. I mean, you're coaching at the NFL level. It's cool to bring your friends along, or maybe some not so prominent roles with some roles, but for offensive and defensive coordinators, now you having to right your wrongs. You know, last year it was on defense, because now that we have a defense, he did what the hell he was doing at all. And so why did you have this guy coaching this guy? You just wasted a year of development with these players having Jimmy Lake around these guys, even coaching or talking to him. Now you have I love his, it seems like he's a great guy, Zach Robinson, when I hear his interviews, his soliloquies, but you can't say offense if you wanted to. You need to get it together, sir, because right now you staying in this pistol, and I don't even see the Rams in the pistol that much. I don't even see the Rams running the pistol out of the pistol as much as we do. It's like you done got captivated by Bijan to the point where I need Bijan to just get banged up so you can remember you have Tyler Algier. You know, because I remember last year when Bijan, I think he missed the game. He got banged up. Man, you had Tyler Algier go slap off because he had to use him. It seems like when he sees number 7, he's so enamored that he cannot figure out how to call plays. All I know is Kyle Pitts been open like 7-11 all dang season. That's supposed to be your BFF. Throw to it in the middle of the field.
But K-Dub, it's not even just that. Why are we this is something that Coach Brent and I spoke on. Why in the hell are we using Kyle Pitts in the screen game? Like, take him out of the screen game. No disrespect to him, but he's shown 2 times that he trips over his own feet in that. Use him against linebackers in the seam, throw slants to him, line him out on small corners like what you did, running quick slants or quick out routes. Here's the thing. You have multiple ways you can use Pitts, and I'm not the biggest Pitts fan, but hell, I'm even seeing the problem right now.
The bottom line is when you get into true pro personnel, if you go back and you run 2 backs, a tight end, and 2 wide receivers, Pitts gives you the flexibility, and Bijan give you the flexibility to where they can play either or. They can play in the slot, they can play out wide, or they can line up in the backfield. Now, I the other night, Ryan and I were chatting back and forth the whole time. I was like, they can't stop Pitts. It's a mismatch. When they line up, or whenever they had Bijan and 25, it's a mismatch. You're dictating to the defense what's going to happen by then breaking out and getting in different sets. You have to do that. And here's the thing. Use it to your advantage. It's like we find something that works and then we just, okay, let's try something. We're just throwing something at the wall. There's got to be a method to your madness right there. You have to set things up. You know, I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. Our stuff works, but it is the timing of it and how they call it, if that makes sense. I know that sounds like a gom of words, but the bottom line is we got one of the leading rushers in the NFL. We got a top 5 receiver in the NFL. Our tight end's lighting it up this year. Our back is killing it too. So obviously the offense is working. Call your stuff at the right times and in the right situations.
And that's the thing. When you look at the fact that you have weapons outside of Drake and Bijan, you got a Kyle Pitts. You have, I mean, at this point, this is
number 4 on the field. I've been begging for that guy to get on.
You see why I'm wearing this Prairie View A&M sweatshirt,
I know
right?
exactly why you're wearing it.
I'm sending a subliminal message. Get Kadero Hodge on the field. You're talking about a guy that runs a 4.2, has great hands, and has showed that he plays better with Penix than he did with Cousins. And then you still got Chris Blair, another Prairie View A&M guy who definitely needs to be on the field at this point. Because listen, Mooney is inconsistent right now.
I'm on the Blair train.
He's still getting his feet wet right now. My thing is, Kadero Hodge has been an all-star on special teams. He made some hella plays in that ball game, made one of the biggest hits on the kickoff coverage that we haven't seen. And the crazy part about it is the man he's a football player. This is one thing I'm going to put out here, and then we're going to switch the topic. When you talk about HBCU football players, understand this. HBCU football players don't have the luxury of the big-time schools where they have that much depth. A lot of these guys got to play both ways. It's the truth. At some schools, a lot of guys got to play both ways. Now, they have depth for practice squad guys, but at the end of the day, a lot of your starters are playing on both sides of the ball. And Kadero Hodge was one of them. So, again, he's a football player. Use him.
Who housed the game? Who housed the game winner last year against Tampa?
Hell, it was Hodge.
Exactly. The guy can catch. Put him on the field. Let him play.
Think about it.
Put him on the field.
He blocked.
Yes.
He blocked. Think about this here. He blocked a punt last year with the Raiders and literally gave us great field position. He also scored the first touchdown after he created the fumble in the New Orleans Saints game at the party that we had last year, if you remember.
Yeah. I want to say one other thing, and I'll get off the offense. I'll let everybody else talk. I firmly believe that Penix needs to be moved around more. And I'm not saying make him a running quarterback at all, but there are ways that you can move him around in the pocket. You can do half rolls. You can do old dash motion, your boot game, stuff like that. Just move him. He is a sitting duck. He does not like to run unless he is absolutely forced to. So don't make – when the defense doesn't know where you are.
I agree with you, Coach.
Yes, make him
I
move.
Agree,
just move their eyes.
Only thing I hate about him, he's so such of a yes coach, no coach guy. You need to go off script sometime. I don't care what you call. I'm going to go get this first down. You cuss me out later, coach. You know what I'm saying? I need you to go off script.
Yeah, it's like I liken it to kids playing t-ball. When that ball's sitting on the tee, everybody looks good hitting it. Guess what happens when people start pitching and that ball's moving? A lot harder to hit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If he ain't sitting in the same spot, it's you know where you're going. They don't. Move him around. Even Matt Ryan moved around, and he was a dinosaur at the end of his career. But move him around just a little bit. Move their eyes. It can be 3 or 4 yards. Don't have him sitting at the same spot every time where they know they can tee off, pin their ears back, and go get the guy. Especially now that his leg's banged up a little bit. And if he is truly hurt,
I'm going on what they asked you. They said, how you doing today, Penix? He say, I'm doing great. You better not be talking about you doing great. And you go out there, you can't move around. But then the conductor gonna call you slap out because you got to be honest with people, man. You can't be out here lying to people. We already got folks getting locked up for.
That's
God knows what out here with this
gambling
gambling
playoffs
stuff.
last year. Them playing Cousins too long,
And that was the whole issue. Now, see, it's one thing I hate about StreamYard. It wants to StreamYard tonight. But what I say is this: when you sit back and you think about it, right now his knee is messed up at this point. The boy has had 2 injuries in his career, 2 ACL injuries. Now, if we're gonna sit back and talk about the fact that mentally you can see that he doesn't trust himself to run all the way yet. He just doesn't. And he might be thinking that, hell, I might take a shot where I fall down or I get pushed like I did in Indiana and my knee might be gone and my career might be gone. His mindset is he does not trust, and it's just the honest to God truth. He does not trust his body right now. He doesn't trust his body right now when it comes to running. And you've had a whole season to really sit, and you've had to recover. But mentally, I don't think he was mentally ready for that yet. And we're starting to see that right now. And when you see Penix limping in that 49ers game, look, your future is counting upon this dude's health at this point. You can't allow him to get hurt. You can't allow it.
I'm first and foremost. Hey, everybody.
Man. You got to sit down.
Ray?
What up, everybody? How y'all
What's up,
doing?
Great Beard?
What's up,
I
Graybeard?
agree. What's going on with your coach, Brand? Good to see you, my friend. I
Too.
agree. I agree. If he's not 100%, hit him. I mean, he the future. He's supposed to be the future face of the franchise. You already we can't afford to lose him. Cause if we lose him, Raheem is gone. Point blank. In the discussion. So for me, I'll protect him from himself. I'll just be like, I don't care what you say. We gonna start Kirk this game. And
Hey,
then if I
But yeah,
Graybeard,
but
let me ask you
they've
something.
already said he's
We're,
gonna play. So
I know,
what I'm saying is,
we're
we're out
playing the
there.
Miami
But I
Dolphins that
put
have
some
won
blame on him
one.
too, though.
They've won one game.
But
They've
here,
won one game. You're telling me you can't put Kirk Cousins in
exactly.
and go out
and,
and
and
handle business against the
because
Dolphins?
because here's the thing, if he gets hurt,
Yeah.
what is everybody's gonna blame it right on Raheem? Well, you should have said him. Guess what?
Yeah.
As a coach, sometimes you got to protect the player from themselves. At this
Yeah.
point, you have to.
Yeah.
There's
You
11
got
games
to.
left in
You
this
got
season,
to.
and at this point,
Yeah.
you don't gamble with the future franchise quarterback. You just don't. That's no.
You just
I
don't.
get that he's trying to show he's tough, but at this point, like, dude, if your knee is messed up, sit down. It's okay. You're not gonna lose your
Yeah.
job. Kirk's gonna be gone
Yeah.
literally in about a year. Don't worry, you the man here. Just sit down.
Yeah.
But
I
getting
wish
to the
somebody
next,
would say that to him, like, that's close to him, because it's a chance
and
you can sit on down, man. Let Kirk get it.
here's the problem. Nobody's gonna say that to him because nobody's gonna keep it real with him right off the bat. And you're already seeing how this franchise handles when people hold people accountable. We saw this with Ray McCloud. Now I'm getting ready to play a clip from Raheem Morris or whatnot from the press conference this week discussing Ray McCloud. So y'all stand by. This is Raheem on Ray.
Yes, everything is always going to be performance based. It's always going to be based off what's best for the football team. It's always going to be based off all of those things. So those are always the outlying issues whenever we're talking about. It was nothing disciplinary. I've seen all that stuff. It's just all based off performance.
So here's my question. When you talk about Ray McCloud at this point with the Falcons, last year, this man had very good numbers. Let's keep this a book. When you look at his numbers and you look at his stats, we literally had three receivers that were over 500 yards. Drake had 1,000. Mooney was only 8 yards away from 1,000. Ray had 686 yards, averaging 11 yards a catch. He was the guy that was moving the chains. You talk about it. He played all 17 games. He had 62 receptions and 87 targets. So you mean to tell me, and this is just the honest to God truth, that his production slipped when you weren't giving him the ball this year? I'm just saying. At this point, you're saying it's production issues, but let's keep it a buck. You got mad and got in your feelings because Ray called you out on getting rid of a coach that actually had produced 3 good receivers last year and helped our offense go. That's the thing that it sounds like to me. And it's performance based. Okay, how's it performance based when he can't practice and he can't play?
Got to be more.
It can make sense.
I mean, this franchise starting to get a freaking name for themselves. When it comes to injury, we don't tell the truth about injury. It's always something else. And now with this situation right here, man, we just started to get that bad rep. So I mean, I think it was more to this story than more than meets the eye. I think everybody knows this, especially in that locker room. It's just now how we're gonna respond this Sunday with his departure, or especially in that wide receiver room, because they were pretty close in that wide receiver room.
And here's the question I got for you. And this is just, and coach, I know you've dealt with situations where you've had issues with other coordinators, head coach, so you understand what that's like in the locker room. But from a player standpoint, you got a guy that held this team responsible after that Carolina loss. Now, everybody in the city respected what Ray said. We all playing for our jobs. Ray said that, hands down. And we're not producing right now. He pretty much called the whole team out.
Yep.
and they turned it around. What's the
Rightfully-
problem with having somebody that is in this locker room that's gonna have damn accountability, and you can even call out your leader when you need it to happen?
Ego.
Well, yeah. That sadly that shows you the state that the franchise is in. And you saw how quick the Giants scooped him up. He
Quick.
signed with them. Yeah.
They gonna put him in there with Jackson Dart, who definitely the kid is a gamer, and
With Malik
I
Neighbor.
said,
With,
he on the problem. Yeah, Malik
Neighbor-
Neighbor is out with ACL injury for the year.
yeah, with that,
So
he gonna slide right in.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna give them weapons.
Yeah, man.
They already got solid running backs, but
Yeah.
it's just what it is. But we're gonna get to speaking of Ray Ray, and because this falls into what Ray Ray was talking about. Zach Robinson's incompetence and immaturity as a play caller, it shows in a pivotal national game that really had a lot of respectability attached to that game. Now, the question is this: how in the hell are we going to maneuver through the rest of these 11 games this season, and you got a guy that's stubborn and is at a point to where you only trust one guy on your offense? Just to be honest, you only trust one or two guys on your offense, and you're not using weapons. How can he mature? I'm gonna let Graybeard start this one. It's gonna be Graybeard, K-Dub, and then Coach Brent. How in the hell can you maneuver through this and actually get this team on track for the last 11 games of this season, and you've been stagnant within the first 6 games, even though we have a top 10 rating, but that's because of the rushing game.
You can't. I mean, for me, I said at the beginning that Bijan Robinson is not the offense. He's a component. He's one of the components of the offense. And freaking Michael Penix is the freaking conductor. And he's just trying to make the whole Bijan focus. Cause we all get it, man. I love Bijan. I was critical of him when we drafted him because I wanted the defensive player. But hey, he made me eat humble pie, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But the fact of the matter is that with Zach Robinson he does not know how to adjust. His formation are basic. Everybody know what he's gonna do, especially when we line up in that pistol set. We gonna go to the left or going to the right. I mean, you had one of the players put him and tell him, man, we already knew what that formation was. We already know what he's gonna do. We already know Tyler Algier was gonna get the ball. I mean, he not being creative. I agree with everything that Coach Brent said when I logged in. We have to move Michael Penix because he's a fitting duck. Zach Robinson knows our quarterback is injured, and therefore he's not making adjustment either, and he's on the field now. Because there's literally no excuse. You pretty much see the field. You see what Michael Penix see on ground level, and you still can't make the adjustment. We're vanilla with the freaking with the pistol formation. Everybody knows what we're gonna do. Everybody. It's not even a surprise. The only time we surprise somebody when we had Felipe Frank in the game and he went on the center. That was a wrinkle. People want to know, why can you do more of that with Michael Penix? So therefore we won't be so freaking predictable. But if we lose this game, he might as well change his name to Johnny Storm because it's flame on after this.
You can't, and I'm gonna let K-Dub go, but the thing is, in this situation, you really can't allow Miami to have a bounce back game against us, because if you pay attention to it, everybody that want to get their season restarted, and it's just, I hate to say this,
It's going up.
Think about it. You play Atlanta to get your season restarted. Look at the Saints last year. Look at Carolina this year. Every team that's been horrible that we were supposed to beat, they always sneak a dub. We can't let that happen on Sunday. Like K-Dub alluded to at the beginning of the show, you cannot let this happen. If you do, Hey, everybody, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everybody fair game.
Everybody fair game at that point.
Everybody.
K Dub, how do you feel? How do you feel about this guy's play calling, and what do you think he needs to do to get better?
Trash.
Oh, I'm. It's just, we all know it's trash. Okay. We do know that, but the key thing I want to go back to. Remember, we had a. Remember, we already know how you feel. You done said it, but we had an episode a few weeks back about mental health, right? And we were saying that people need to get help. This needs some damn help. You need to call for some help. Before you lose your job, tell Raheem, I need to hire an assistant, something. I need some help because guess what? What you learned, you didn't learn the whole playbook. You done got a job 75% of the playbook or 50% because he doesn't even be in the pistol that much. The key thing is you sealing with your play calling. You can keep trying to BS the public, BS the fans all you want to, because if you had more plays, you would call them. That's the way I'm looking at this. Call for some help. I'm sitting on the couch right now with a book of plays ready to spin this thing the other way. All you got to do is call them, get them on the phone, and get them here to Flowery Branch to help you. I'm just saying, I mean, that's the way I look at it, man, because right now you're staring down a firing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's never been fired yet. I don't know if he's been fired so far because he came up under that tree. And this may be his first firing, but it won't be Raheem's first firing. So it is what it is, man. I think he needs to call in some help because even at Georgia, you had Schumann and you had all these guys on the defensive staff to help you guys go win the championship. Sometimes it's always better with a little bit of help.
And K Dub, here's the scary part. Now, this man supposedly has a job offer with Oklahoma State. You sit here and screw up this season if you want to. You don't think that even though he's an alumni, he's a former quarterback, you really don't believe them folks gonna sit back and say, nah, we'll go ahead and pull that offer back and we'll go elsewhere. Because that is still a possibility. Yeah, the offer's on the table, but if you wet the bed with the Falcons this year, yeah, they're gonna look at you and say, no, we just got rid of Mike Gundy at this program. We're not gonna bring in a guy that's gonna bring the value of this program even further down. So, Brant, with you being a former OC and understanding, we talked about it off the record. You had some issues with coaching staff at one point. I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole other story. But how would you handle this when you have the media coming at you? You have you really got the support of your head coach, but you're really losing a lot of people and possibly the respect in this locker room at this point.
Well, I'm going to put it from a different perspective that nobody on this show has thought about yet. And I'm not saying this is the case, but I've seen it happen before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. All right.
How do you all not know? Because I've been in this situation. How do y'all not know that he's doing exactly what Raheem Morris is telling him to do?
That could also
I'm just saying, I've been in that situation before.
Okay.
And they say, no, they override you and they say, you do this. And that's why I'm not coaching anymore. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm not.
Oh.
So you pretty much are saying the head coach might be hamstringing this guy.
Well, you read between the lines on that. So
you don't have to say it like that.
Let me ask you this. Everybody's throwing off, and I know they get off in the weeds, and I look at things from a different perspective, being a coach. But how do you have a top 3 rusher, a top 5 receiver, and a top 5 tight end, and one of the best offensive lines? We gave the Tampa game away.
Yes, we did.
Carolina, we got our hind end handed to us. We lost that game, and we've gave the other 2 games away. So there's no reason we shouldn't have won. We should have one loss right now. So there's theory and reality, and then there's something in the middle. So what I'm getting at is everybody's on Zach Robinson's hind end. Guess where the buck stops? Raheem Morris
Coach.
has that Sony headset on that can say, "No, you do this." He can override everybody.
True. Very
And
true.
Just read into it
It-
because evidently his stuff ain't too trash because Bijan's lighting it up like a damn Christmas tree.
Here's something that Louis Alger, Uncle Louis mentioned or whatnot. We gotta talk about it. Yeah, if you ever listen to these press conferences, Bijan is the only, outside of Penix, Bijan is really the only cat that you hear him talking about like that offensively. You don't really hear him talking about everybody else like that. Just saying. Pay attention to the press conferences. Unless they ask about it, he don't talk about them like that. But at this point, what can you do? Because we have a ton of first round draft picks on this offense. We're still top 10, but we're at 500. At 500.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is pretty much all you can say when we get in certain games. This is what I'm gonna say. I gotta quote the great Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. Here you go. That's pretty much what I said about Raheem when you put him against a team that's got a heartbeat. Good God. You know what? That's it. He's dead. That's pretty much what you can say about him. That's pretty much what you can say about him at this point, because Jeff Ulbrich, on the other hand, coaches with energy. Minus the Carolina game, this man is delivered since he stepped foot in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was skeptical about him. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, after what happened with his son, a lot of people were skeptical about it. But what can you say? But
Nothing.
Speaking about that, before we get to the next part of the show, we got to take a quick commercial break, man. We're going to pay some bills, and we're going to get right back to y'all. Y'all sit back and relax. We got you. It's the BirdCage. Tap in before and after Falcons games with the BirdCage. You know how we get down. We have the pregame meal for you before the game, where fans get to express their likes, dislikes, and things that they would like to see happen in the game to come with the Falcons. Also, check out the halftime analysis with the historian. You know how we get down with that. And also tap in with the magnificent BirdCage crew with the party line or benediction post-game show. You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. We'll catch it in. Ghost. BirdCage. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the next topic, we also want to take a time to thank you guys for tapping in with us. We broke the 900 subscriber mark. We appreciate you guys. We're trying to get to that 1K. We definitely appreciate it. And without y'all, we don't have this show. So thank you. We appreciate you guys. But getting back to this team, let's talk about the depth of this team, and we talk about the shortcomings of this. I got a little something from Jeff Ulbrich from earlier today. Pretty much I clipped it from yesterday, but this is what Jeff Ulbrich had to say about pretty much our middle linebacker situation since Diablo is down.
Yeah, it's going to be a kind of replace him by committee a little bit, because as we all know, he's very unique in the fact that he is, from an athletic profile standpoint, he's very DB-ish. From a size standpoint, he's very linebacker-ish. So we're going to replace him with that, with some DBs at times, and we'll replace him with some linebackers at times. We're fortunate that we have a JD Bertrand here that is insanely intelligent, understands our scheme at the highest level, so he's going to get a great opportunity to play some more.
So when you sit back and you look at that, this is one of these play things where he has to support this guy, even though we already know what we saw. He's a day late and $1 short or whatnot. and he's really, intelligence is only going to get you but so far. But when you're out of position and you're a special teams ace, it shows. However,
he needs to take that helmet off. He looks like he's slowing him down.
Man, why he get the training camp here?
Hey,
Take that thing off.
And you
playing with everybody else out here getting CTE, and you out here playing around with this training camp helmet on.
Damn.
So here's the thing.
If
we go get somebody, there's a player that I want to talk about. He just requested a trade out of Wyoming, same school that produced Chad Muma, a guy that we missed out on. You got a guy by the name of Logan Wilson got drafted in 2020 and has been a dominant player for the Cincinnati Bengals at that linebacker spot. He's a captain. He's an all-pro. Matter of fact, I can actually give you his numbers real quick. 536 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, 25 pass deflections, and 11 interceptions. And this is pretty much what he's produced since he's been in the NFL. And this is a guy that is a middle linebacker. We need a middle linebacker right now. JD Bertrand is not going to get it done. We need Terry to look at this. How do you guys feel about him? Because middle linebacker, guess what? This guy just requested a trade. How do y'all feel about that?
Is he under contract?
He wants to trade right now.
I know, but
He is, but I think he wants to trade right now. What do you think Terry needs to give up to bring somebody that's that productive in? And he's also a current team captain, by the way.
JT Bertrand.
No, they're gonna take more than that. Probably gonna take him pick too. He ain't gonna
Mike
be enough.
Hughes.
Brant, you on the same wagon as me because I said Hughes got to go at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what we'll negotiate. It depends on what they're trying to ask for.
Cody, I got you. It's Logan. It's pretty much Logan Wilson.
They give me that land. They give me that back.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on, fellas, because he couldn't hear me. Logan Wilson is the linebacker that we're talking about. That's the middle linebacker. That was who the name was. So I got you. AK is on the look.
You cut out.
What about now? Logan Wilson.
No, I'm saying when you said his name the first time.
Well, there was a lot of commotion going on because we was all laughing and cutting up. But Logan Wilson is the linebacker that I'm speaking on. He's a middle linebacker. But he's team captain. He's a guy that has NFL experience and can really do something on this defense that needs a piece right now while Diablo's out. I'm just saying, would y'all be willing to get rid of Hughes and Ebiketie to bring this dude in? In my opinion, and you see the production.
Yeah.
If they want him.
Yeah.
Diablo will be back in about 3 or 4 weeks. He will be. He'll play.
No, Ski. I didn't say he was an all-pro. No. He hadn't got that. He hasn't got that yet. He should have an all-pro under his name right now. He really should. He got snubbed out of that. But him and Ellis would be a serious problem.
Yeah.
But everybody,
we can pull the deal. We can pull the deal out for him. I say go make it happen. But if they're asking for some crazy, ridiculous trade, we'll pass.
That'll work. I like that. Bertrand, Troy, and I'll take that. That'll work.
I'm good with trading.
We gotta get him from hide on the pup list, man. You got to hide.
That man eating tapioca pudding in the Piedmont West Wing. He got his own sweet penthouse up there.
Man, a witness protection program up there, man.
Nah,
he's backing up his paycheck.
That man eating good. That's what he doing, eating that hospital food. But
backing up, getting their paycheck.
Hey, man. But outside of that, I mean, and I had to throw that in there because we're in need of a middle linebacker because, again, Bertrand's not going to do it. You're going to have
Bertrand ain't it.
Brick said they're going to have packages where they're going to rotate guys. They're going to have Jalen Walker playing in certain positions and also bringing the safety down in the box to help out. But at this point, just
they're going to bring a pink slip. They said they're going to bring pink slip boy Helms in there to help out.
Man, that joker can't even stay on the field. Man,
I was being funny, but I was being sarcastic on that. But that's what they said.
I'm laughing with you because I'm like, man, please, this whole team. Let me not say that because I'm looking at the pink slip wheel, man. Because you was finna get me started. Let me stop.
I trust Helen more than freaking Bertrand. I tell you that much.
Well, it's pink slip tonight anyway. Pink slip, where you at?
He doing his thing. He was in here earlier. He was definitely in here early.
He was? Okay, I missed him. I missed him.
But here's the thing. as I said before, the depth of this team is showing shortcomings right now, from offensive line to now with the defense. This is why I was saying it's not just the starters that we got to get. We got to make an impact to bring in better backups at this point, because 17 games is a long season.
It is a long season.
And we're starting to see the wear and tear of this season and seeing guys just go down left and right.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember it when in 16 when we went to the Super Bowl? Who all the way through the playoffs? Who really jumped off the page for us on defense and made play after play after play? And you never saw him again.
Grady, the linebacker we got from LSU.
No. Grady was there. He was making. I mean, he was there for a long time. You remember Collins?
Yeah.
Oh,
the LSU,
Collins.
the cornerback.
Jalen Collins.
Oh, Jalen Collins.
Yeah.
Damn, put Kobe's ass out there and let him go. Put the kid out there, let him play. He ain't gonna be no worse than what we got out there. Let the kid find out. Then if he don't do it, then you fire him.
But here's the thing, though, Brant, and it was something else that you brought up earlier that we had in the conversation.
I know exactly what you're gonna say, and somebody's got to get out of the feelings if they want to win.
Denzel Ward is a piece that you can trade for and bring into Atlanta from Cleveland.
Yep.
4-time All-Pro, literally has over 10 interceptions in his career, and is a gamer. Not scared to come up and hit anybody either. You pair him with AJ, that'll be one of the nastiest combos at corner, and you take a lot of pressure off those safeties in the back.
Yeah, but who we gonna give up to get him?
Bertrand, 17.
That ain't gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough.
You give up a
pick. He said Mike Hughes, Bertrand.
They're not about to give up an All-Pro to come out of who just
barely. But here's the thing, though.
Listen.
He's ready to go. He's even spoke on that. That's why me and Brent were talking about it. He actually spoke on leaving Cleveland.
Yeah. That's you want to be in Cleveland?
Cleveland is a dumpster fire, even though their defense is top tier. They are a dumpster fire still. Think about
it. Ain't about what he want to do. It's about if they gonna take the banana in the or not.
But here's the thing, though. His contract's about to end. They just brought in Tyson Campbell. They just brought in Tyson Campbell. So it would make sense to bring a guy like that in that's a baller. But like I said, we'll see what Terry does. It's a kid that's in Seattle right now that the Falcons are looking at right now. And it's 6'1". I think he's about 6'1", 6'2", runs a 4.2 in his 40. So all you can do is sit back and just say, okay, well, let's see what they're thinking at this point when it comes to it. The kid's name that they're talking about bringing in is Tyreek Woolen, 6'4", 4'2", and he checks the boxes, and he also plays in the cover 3 scheme or whatnot. So he fits what we do at that corner spot. He plays exactly what Ulbrich does.
I like coming out of college.
And here's the other guy. But I'm gonna give you here's the other guy that you got to look at right now. We were talking about D tackles. Quentin Williams is on the trade block right now. The Jets just want a second for him.
Yes.
Oh, I would definitely give up that second round pick for them.
Yep.
And yeah, Mitch. Yeah, appreciate you, D. Mitch. Yeah, I just mentioned Woolen just now. That was the first player that I talked about outside of Ward. But Quentin Williams is another one. The thing is, why wouldn't you take a guy? And remember, I told you I went to Jets training camp this year. Shout out to Miss Connie Carberger. Appreciate the invite when you had me to come through. Definitely, it was all love. Quentin Williams lost about 15 to 20 pounds, and he's chiseled 300 and something. Jets trying to get rid of everything at this point.
They got to.
They 0-7 right now. They got a fire sale going. And some of these guys are Ulbrich's boys.
Yep.
They got nothing to lose. Literally.
That's why I say I will give up a second round pick, because you don't catch him up to speed. He already knows what's going on. He can actually coach and help some of these other guys trying to learn it.
Facts. And that could be your true zero technique. And then him and Zach Harrison together hunting. Yes, Lord.
It depends on what they're trying to do in the next draft.
Hey man,
They
You know
ain't.
what?
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It's real. It's
This
staring us
this
in the
next
face. They
drive
don't need to. They
is a
don't need to worry
this
about the
next
draft.
draft
They
is
need
not
to
that.
worry about a dog catching them
It ain't.
right now.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
offensively. Offensive
No,
line
I'm
and
talking
freaking
about he
defensively.
ain't got to worry about a dog. He got to worry about a dog catching them right now. Because if he don't win, he's gone.
I
It
agree.
Facts.
ain't.
This not no
Hey, he's
strong
gonna be
draft
like
though.
a
It's not
cat's
a
tail in a room full
strong
of
draft
rocking
coming up.
chairs. It ain't gonna be long.
And
He's gonna be
and
gone.
and that's why you need to just go ahead and make these moves
Sell out and win.
during the trade block and take some of these players that are in the middle of their contracts and wait to get and wait for them picks to come back. Screw them picks right now. Go ahead and get pieces that can help us now.
You already know that's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah, we don't.
Hey, and Mike Evans just went down too. Ain't nobody talking
What's
about
what's
that.
not go-
That's
what's not
huge
gonna
for us.
happen?
They're not going to
That's
make no
huge
trade.
for us.
What's not gonna happen?
They're not going to make no trades like that. Not in our
Well,
DNA.
I'm gonna give you this. You're saying it's not in our DNA. We drafted a Georgia Bulldog in the first round this year,
It
and then
took us
traded
50
back
years.
up and then got
And a Tennessee ball.
No, but it don't matter. It's something that they did that we said that would never happen.
We
Yeah.
got two edge guys in the first
and
round
think
last
about
year.
it. And those boys have paid dividends since they've been here. Minus the injury that Jalen has gone through. You saw that he was missed on the field.
Oh,
Yeah.
You saw that Sunday
Oh,
night.
he was definitely missed. He
So-
definitely missed.
But here's the other thing. Yeah, we need a wide receiver at this point, but here's the thing. You got two of them on the practice squad. We just said Chris Blair and freaking Kadero Hodge can stretch the field, and they got
Blair
started
need to
playing.
come up.
Casey
Yeah,
Washington
Blair
is
need to come on. He need to stop playing.
yeah, Casey. Here's my thing. You got Blair and these guys that's here. Casey Washington, truthfully, ain't it. Just saying.
Yeah.
And Pitts is not an
Other than
elite
that,
route runner. Pitts is a tight end,
Yeah.
and you can line him up for jump balls and slant routes, but he is not a route runner. He's not going to be your receiver number 2. You have to get a real receiver here. Like, I get what you're saying about the mismatch, but nah, man. After that knee injury, he has not been the same, bro. But let's get to it, man. We're going to talk a little bit about the Dolphins right now. The Dolphins still can pose a threat to this team, to the Falcons. Yes, they only got one win, but here's the thing. They still have playmakers. And we picked the most unopportune times to crap the bed.
Yep. The trap game.
It's a trap game. I'm not going to be excited for winning it. It is what it is. I'm going to keep it a buck, even if we got the party line, because this is a game we're supposed to win. We're supposed to beat the Dolphins.
Question is, are we confident enough in the team to win?
Yeah, I'm confident enough in them to have enough in the tank to win this game. I'm not going to waver from that. And neither should y'all.
No,
oh,
I
I'm
think
not waiting from that. I believe they get it done because we so up and down. Now we're going to be back up. I'd be worried about the next game after the Dolphins.
But I'm not underestimating the Dolphins because they still have weapons to where they can still hurt you if you allow them to.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm going to say it like this. When the last time Tyreek Hill had a breakout game?
He ain't even playing.
Tyreek
That boy
hurt.
Oh, he still hurt?
That boy leg got
He's
snapped
done.
in half.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done.
Well, I don't
He's
know
done.
I don't know what I'm thinking. My bad.
But
My
he's
bad.
done. He might be done with
Oh.
career if it.
Yeah,
My
he might be
here's-
career with that injury.
But here's the thing. You do have to worry, but you do have to account for Jalen Waddle. You do have to account for Jalen Waddle, though. That is a guy that still can hurt a secondary. Ask AJ Terrell about what happened the last time he played against Jalen Waddle. Wasn't good. That was, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of LSU, that Alabama wide receiver room with Ruggs, Waddle, Devontae Smith, and them cats there, they was
Jerry
nasty.
Jeudy.
And Jerry Jeudy. You had one of the nastiest rooms in college football, period, that ever played that wide receiver spot. You can put them up against anybody. And all those cats are in the league right now. Minus Ruggs. Ruggs was in the league, but we ain't gonna, that's a whole nother story. But Waddle's a guy that we even considered trading for at this point. For a wide receiver, pretty much for another wide receiver. But you still got to account for Devon A-Chain, who I have in the picture behind us, by the way.
Yeah, he can
So-
run. He's fast.
And your boy from Tennessee that's there.
Jalen Wright.
Yeah. That was
I'd
the
love
guy
to
that
have
you
him.
wanted us to draft.
Yep.
But so here's a question I got for you. I believe we're gonna win this game. We just need to.
I just feel like we put up points, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
That defense gonna play top 10ish, and the offense got to put up points. You got my energy. You got to match me, man. You know what I'm saying? The defense gonna show up. The offense got to show up with it. I mean, not Arthur Smith, but Zach Robinson got to play up too.
Well, we did lose to beat them. We pretty much had the Division 1, and then you look at how we gave up the draws to the Panthers this year. So at the end of the day, you can't bypass anybody. We got to take it week by week. But I feel like we should win this ball game. Now, here's a question I got for you, fellas. What if we lose this game and we don't show out? Because it's still a possibility. We got to look at both sides of the coin. I know people don't want to hear, but you know what? Tough. If the Falcons lose this game, how hot should the seat be for Raheem Morris and his staff at that point?
On fire.
That grease is popping.
I'm talking about.
I think you fire Raheem and then you promote Brick to the head coach right after that loss.
And here's the problem though, and I love old Brick, but if you look at his record when he was an interim, it just wasn't good.
Well, damn, he was at the Jets. Ain't nobody won there.
Yeah, keep him out
on,
the
man.
BP.
Come on, man. Rex Ryan was the last one in there and
but you gonna have to, but you got to make,
bring that up.
but you got to make a move though. He the only person on the staff that got enough. Or you can do the same thing with Jerry Gray. You do something.
Exactly. That man won games as an interim head coach. If I'm taking somebody, that's the assistant head coach.
But I'm just saying that you can pivot. You can pivot either to Brick or Jerry Gray, but you will be removed. You lose this game, sir.
I'm not saying I want Holbrook, but I'm just saying nobody was winning with the Jets last year, man. Aaron Rodgers was taking them damn mushrooms last year, and wasn't nobody playing. You know that.
Oh God, man. So now that we're established,
but it is correct.
Yeah. We need to win, period. We need to win this period. It's not about, we're back. No, it's, hey, we won this game. We got to get ready for Indianapolis, and then you got to get ready for New England. That's going to be a tough
tell y'all right
stretch.
now, Indianapolis is playing as good as anybody in the league.
They are legit.
And let's be real.
Have been reborn.
I believe we go out there. I believe we go out to Germany and beat the heck out of the Colts. I just feel like that's a game we gonna win.
I hope
it's just like the game.
But I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying.
Because Jonathan Taylor.
I don't want to say hope. I don't want to say hope because we're gonna play on a fast surface. It's usually gonna be some turf. We play great on turf. We play great in the AFC. We're gonna go out there and beat them like we beat the Bills. It's the team like we play against the Saints and we'll go out there and lose. That's the kind of stuff we do. It's like, come on, man.
But hold up. Here's the difference between the Colts and that Buffalo team that you're talking about. The Colts aren't riddled with injuries. We beat a Buffalo team that was injured, sir. If we're gonna be honest, let's be honest. Every team that we played this year have had major injuries. Every team we played this year.
From Washington all the way down to Buffalo.
About time. Guess what? About time we play the Colts, they're gonna have some injuries. Don't you worry about it.
Look,
the 49ers.
Wait for it.
So here's my thing. And a lot of people are not gonna want to hear me say this. The number one running back in the league right now is Jonathan Taylor. The numbers don't lie. Look at the numbers.
It is Jonathan Taylor.
And here's the other thing. They also have a competent offensive coordinator, and Daniel Jones has found second life in that offense. He didn't have help in New York. He got help now, and he's dangerous as hell. So, again, that's not a game that you're going to just sit there and say, oh, yeah, well, no. Let's call a spade a spade. We got problems with being able to pass block right now. We got issues with that. We've skated by. So at the end of the day, it's just like this. That's not a pushover team. That ain't Buffalo. They're actually better than Buffalo. So no, I can't let you push that narrative like that, dog. It's just the truth. They're one of the best in the league right now.
Okay.
They pretty much
Hey, look, we're gonna beat the Colts. We're gonna beat the Colts. I'm standing on it. We beat the Colts.
Okay,
in Germany.
So here's the thing. So you've been standing on a lot of stuff and you've been falling off of it too. So I'm just saying, in that sense, you have, because at this point right now,
what have I fell off for? I ain't fell off for nothing.
What I'm saying,
I ain't fell off for nothing.
So here's the thing. So our quarterback right now is struggling because we got an incompetent coordinator that can't get this thing right. Our defense has been incompetent a few times this year in ball games that we should have won. If we're going to sit back and we're going to be honest, take the fan glasses off and let's keep this thing a buck. We are not a consistent football team. The word this year has been consistency, period. And we have not been consistent this year with all the talent that we have on this team. And we are still literally trying to put a round peg in a square hole right now. And not figuring out this thing is not even fitting at this point. We still have too many issues. You used Ray McLeod as a scapegoat. You use Ike Hilliard as a scapegoat. And we still don't have half of the stuff that we should have. Right now, we should have 1 or 2 losses. That's it. We should have more wins in this win column, if we're going to be honest. I believe that we are a good team. I believe we got weapons. But until we can get consistency in this team, all that fandom don't mean a damn thing.
Okay. I still think we need to.
So what are we then? If we're not fans, what are we?
Here's the thing.
If everybody watching,
I'm not
this
saying
show,
that we're not.
no. If everybody watching this show, fans, what are we to the team?
Here's the thing.
That's what we are. We're fans with opinion.
Yeah, we're fans, but here's the other thing. No, we're not just fans or whatnot. We actually host a show where we actually talk about the realness of this team. That's what we do. We're not just fans.
No, I'm not speaking of just people on the BirdCage. I'm saying speaking of everyone watching this show.
No, I was speaking on right here with us. Now look, I said I believe in this team, but we got to fix some stuff before we can get to that point. We got too many things to fix right now. But no one wants to talk about it, though.
Take it one game at a time.
We talk about it every week. We talk about it every week. We talk about the offensive coordinator. We talk about the head coach incompetent. We talk about the being up and down, the being a hot and cold team. And
so when can we actually be realistic about this team? When can we
be realistic about it?
No, but here's the thing: we support that team. We root for this team. We do this every week. But the thing is, when can we actually tell the truth right now and not just be, oh yeah, we're gonna do this? No, let's see how this goes. Because again, we've been dealing with this. You've been a Falcon fan for over 20 years. So have I, and so is Graybeard, and so is Coach Brand. Period. We have a lot of thank you, Nando. We got a lot of issues offensively, and I said this at the beginning. Michael Penix right now with Zach Robinson is like a child without a father being able to rear him. You got to have somebody that's competent as an OC that can push him to tap into his greatness that we see shades of. And we don't have anybody that's going to do that right now. We simply don't. Because if you can't figure out that you can't run the ball without giving it to Tyler Algier, and you're just going to force feed Bijan the whole time, and you literally got Kyle Pitts that you're not throwing to in the seams and down the field, we got a serious problem. So at this point,
I got a patent pending. I got a medication. It's to cure BFS, battered falcon syndrome. And everybody's gonna take it, and we all gonna be good after this. Because we all curled up in the fetal position. Because
hey man,
we got the BFS, man.
BFS battle.
Got the battered falcon syndrome.
I like that. I like that because we do got the battle falcon.
If somebody figures that out, let me know. I know a guy that works at a place. We'll get that on the market.
Well,
hold on. That was coined by Coach Brand on the BirdCage LLC. So if we do hear you trying to steal that, we're definitely gonna call you out and try to get some bread off of you. So you might as well stop trying to steal.
Well, there is
Yeah.
one cure
Ooh.
for the battle Falcon syndrome is winning.
Yes.
That is one cure for the battle Falcon syndrome is winning.
Used to like Falcon.
Yeah, she's that's Miss Kim. She's from, shout out to Miss Kim and the Kangaroo Black family. We got folks from the Kangaroo Black podcast that have been coming over here, man. If y'all are college football fans, yes, he's an Alabama fan, but he talks about college football all the way around. Great channel, great brother. Holla at Mr. Kangaroo Black.
They beat my Vols like
Kangaroo.
we stole something last week. Damn.
Man, we gave up the draws. Don't
Yeah,
remind me.
we're definitely better. We're definitely better than Falcon and podcast host. So yeah, I can attest to that.
That right there hurt. Look, listen, losing that game this year the way that we did, and we literally had an opportunity to win that game. That right there literally hurt like hell. Watch.
It hurt.
That was painful to watch.
But Coach Brent, with your Tennessee Volunteers, the way they threw that interception before halftime, that was the nail in the coffin.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Let's get back. Let's get back to the Falcons, man. Coach got PTSD.
Nando, pass it back to me.
Coach got PTSD right now.
Bring it back in. He needs some. He needs some more medicine for that.
Hold on. Now, Nando, you my boy. That's the only reason I'm posting that. But hell no, you'll never get that to come out of my mouth for anybody on this panel per se. No, sir.
No, I ain't saying that. I can't. I'm out.
But I'll be honest with you though. The next stretch of games that we
ain't got nothing bad to say.
No, I can't. We can't look. We can't say nothing about them.
Nope.
Shoot, they came in our house.
I'm gonna stay, Nando. I'm gonna stay up. Leave it alone.
Hey, them jokers ended. Look, them jokers ended our damn 3-peat, and they ended our home winning streak. I can't say a damn thing to Alabama fan right now.
Yes,
no.
Lord,
it's like we get just scared, man. Just like we get scared with the coming. Oh, what's going on?
But appreciate you, Miss Kim. Definitely. And make sure you let Kangaroo Black know that we shouted him out over here too. But getting back to it, we got the preview that's coming up with Atlanta and Miami. So here's the injury report for this week for this team. We already know about the Michael Penix situation, and we already know how things are going with the injuries. I actually got a snippet of D. Orlando Ledbetter and Raheem Morris talking about the injuries while I pull up the injury report. Here you go.
Yeah, with Devon's situation, do you have an update on Troy Anderson's timetable? Could you fast track him? And then Storm getting close to his window, at least getting open.
I say everybody's close, but that means, with that being said, no new news on either. Obviously, if something happened with Storm, I'll let you know, I'll keep you posted, but nothing has happened yet. And nothing with Troy as of yet. Both those guys' status remain the same on IR.
So, in other words, right now, as we said before, Braylon Trice ain't coming back. So I know some folks that were saying that he's out for the season. You got Troy that's still on the IR right now. It's still a lot of things that we have issues with at this point. But with the Falcons standpoint, you pretty much have Jordan Fuller. He had full participation. He should play. Sore knee, of course. Storm Norton, full participation. Darnell Mooney, he had limited participation, but he'll probably be a game time decision. Penix, they say he's going to play, but at this point, really don't want to risk him because of his knee. Algiers banged up. He had limited participation. Mike Ford, limited participation. You got Jake Matthews. Still, he's going to probably end up starting as usual. Then you got Harrison. He's banged up. And Diablo's out for a period of time. Jalen Walker is still out, but it's a possibility from what we were hearing on 92.9, the game that he could possibly play. Billy Bowman is up and down, and Kadero Hodge is hurt again. So even though he had full participation. And then when you look at Miami, of course, Tua, thumb injury, Kenneth Grant, foot, Storm Duck, ankle injury, Aaron Brewer, their starting center, is a pec injury, Jalen Waddle, hamstring, he'll probably play, Jason Marshall, limited participation, and you got Julian Hill and Elijah Campbell who did not participate. So with that being said, I think this is pretty easy.
I think all these guys gonna play, man. We ain't gonna. Are we gonna lose?
We need to make this a rock fight this week and just. I mean, we need body blow, body blow, body blow, body blow, body blow, right hook. Just keep on. I mean, just keep on, keep on, keep on. Just pound them, and we need to bloody the damn nose this week.
They said he did not practice Wednesday or Thursday. He gonna play.
So Jalen is a possibility of coming back. They're still resting him right now.
I'm looking at that.
Yeah, it's a growing injury. At this point, I'm not gonna risk him in this ball game. It's just what it is. Let him heal up.
No. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Yeah. So
I'm playing.
At this point, we might as well let him sit. Just like you need to let Penix sit at this point, because we're gonna need them down the stretch, and those are gonna be vital pieces to what we're doing. So I see this game.
You gotta let all these guys sit then. You have to let everybody sit then if they're not ready.
Here's the thing. If Tyler Algier is hurt right now, because you see he's been limited in practice, he'll probably play, and he's going to try to play through the pain. I'm trying to say the wrecking ball. At this point, let Nathan Carter play. Let the young pup get in here, get his feet wet. Let Tyler heal up. If he's not going to practice, let Tyler heal up, because we're going to need him down the stretch. Definitely.
I'm gonna let everybody rest.
He said,
God, we got a lot of injuries. Everybody rest, man. What's the point of this person gets some rest and this person ain't getting no rest? You gotta let them rest and then play your backup.
Agreed.
At least
my thing is this, man. At this point, we just gotta see what we're gonna do and how everybody is going to hold up in this. But at this point, it's just not it's just a, this is why I said earlier during the season in training camp, we got to have championship depth. We got to get this depth right, because 17 games is a long season. 16 games is long, but you're adding a 17th game, and then you're talking about trying to get to the playoffs. That right there is a grind in itself.
Yeah.
But lastly, we got to get to one of our favorite parts of the show. We pretty much are going to talk about the X factors. So we have the X factors this week. Coach Brent, it's been a while since you've been in here, so we're going to go ahead and let you start us off tonight. Then I'll go.
Raheem Morris.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. So we'll get back to smiling and costume.
So that's your only X factor for this game, right?
I think he's what makes everything go this week or not go. Hint, hint.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't have no defense, just head coach. That's it.
He just say Raheem. Okay.
Yeah, I've been banging on that.
I like it.
So, I mean,
I like it. I like it though.
Get out of the way. Get off the tracks. Do something.
I gotta say, offensively this week, I gotta say, it's got to be my offensive line.
Thank you.
This has got to be a game that they make up for, because Penix got beat up in that game. Bijan had to create some things, and it just was not good. So in this situation, we have to be able to protect whoever's back there, whether it's Penix, whether it's Cousins. You have to be able to protect whoever's back there and open up lanes. Defensively in this game, I need to see a better performance from Jesse Bates. I'm calling you out, old man. You
I like
that. And it's not even me picking them as X factors. It's me calling them out I want to see them being better. Jesse, you're the veteran on this defense. you need to have a bounce back game this week to where these young pups are not outplaying you and you still are showing that you're worth pretty much what you're worth in your leadership on this team. So Jesse Bates and the offensive line are my X factors. A special mention, of course, my year-long X factor is Zach Harrison, my guy. K-Dub?
This week, my X factor is going to be on the offensive side. I'm going to have Drake London having a big bounce back game on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, I'm sticking with my boy X-Man, Xavier Watts. I just love that kid. So yeah, so those are my X factors this week.
For me, defensively, linebacker core, we're gonna need you. We're gonna play linebacker by committee like Coach Obert said, along with a couple of DB. But I'm really fucking calling the linebacker themselves. They really need to step up in the game to show them that even though banged up, we still got enough depth to get the job done against this Miami team. And offensively, since you took the offensive line from me, I can call out one player from the offensive line, Mr. Wilkinson. Come on down. I need you to play a little bit better, cause this defense from Miami is still pretty stout up front, especially with Chubb in the crew. So hopefully he can step up to the challenge, and we can get the dub, man. Cause we can ease the BFF syndrome that we have as Falcon fans.
True. And listen, I want to preface that with what I was saying about Raheem, and it's not just how are you going to motivate these guys? Your back's against the wall right now. Do your job. Do your job. Simple as that.
I agree.
Have them prepared.
I agree. I think the motivation, man, and also I need the team captain to step up too. Like you said, Jeffrey Bates need to step up. I need my boy Matthews on the offensive line to step up as one of the older guys that been on the team and the captain. I need Leonard Floyd, who's a vet, who can probably be veteran, to step up. We need the team captain to start acting like team captain to rally the troops in the locker room.
Hey, K-Dub, you know I'm not finna let Gray Beard slide, right?
What?
I'm gonna do something you might laugh at. You ain't immune to this. Listen, now you just said something to me about, now you took my guy. As many times as you taking my X factors on this show, and you won't call me out for that. Hey man, I'm gonna give you a little bit of Mr. Booker T.
You didn't just say that.
Yeah. Tell me you didn't just say that. Hell, as many times as you taking my guy. But let's
shimmy, quack, quack.
Miss, hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, I see. But we gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Miss Kim is starting us off. She thinks it's gonna be 40-11. Huge win for the Falcons. The score predictions for this ball game, Nando has his out. And for us, I'll go ahead and say it. 35, I say 14, because I think we're going to give up some garbage touchdown when we don't need to, and we're going to have a brain fart. It always happens. Maybe it doesn't, but I got 35-14.
I'm going to go 26-12 Falcons.
Okay.
I'm kind of I think everybody thinking kind of like the same lines. I see 21-13 Falcons.
Oh God.
He turning this into a grudge match. I like it. You want this to be a hard hitting game. We don't need all them points. Just beat them down. You all right over there, Coach Branch? You look like you was getting ready to do a Fred Sanford. You about to hold your heart.
I was ready to take one of them pills. We 21-13. I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, look, I got you covered.
21-13. I see 21-13.
I got you. That's our BFS right there now.
Yes, sir. Compliments
Take
of the
two of these and call me in the morning.
He by the way.
They're gonna lay you up just like
I'm
the
gonna
Dogs
go.
did in the
I'm
quarter.
gonna go with 26-13.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Give you a little bit more cushion than 21. I got you.
Hey, no, but here's the thing. I know Coach Brent gonna be in the back hollering like Barrington Levy just he gonna be in the back hollering like that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Look, when we get the dub or whatever, he'll be comfortable, but he gonna be hollering like that all game. I
would.
promise
I
you.
know I am.
But,
Be begging like Keith Sweat.
Ooh. Make it laugh.
oh, sorry, that just caught me off guard. After we saw the video of Keith Sweat talking. Oh, if y'all hadn't seen the video of Jackie McKee talking about Keith Sweat and how she thought it was corny or make it last forever or whatnot at first, please go back and look at that video. But then she figured it was a hit after Teddy Riley.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. But
I said
He
that
still
to
get a
Ryan
check
yesterday.
out.
I
He
was
still
dying.
paying
I
bills.
said, damn, he's got to see that.
man, you ain't lying, K-Dub. But
Still eating out there.
oh yeah. Man, but look, man, we definitely got a good one coming up this week. Let's get this win. Let's have a party line. Listen, understand this, folks. A lot of people been ready to jump off the bandwagon. We've heard this all week after this loss. Listen, there's 11 games left in the season. We could get a little chippy with each other. It's just what it is. We just passionate fans and we love what we do. But at
Family
the same
fights
time,
with each other. Family
yeah,
fight.
family fight with each other. But guess what? So I'm gonna let you know this here.
All the time.
Don't let because me and K Dub got a little scuffle on here, and that's brotherly love right there. That's one of my partners right there. Don't get it twisted. If you from another fan base and you come
all
here,
the time.
you will get dealt with. That one right there, you leave him alone
all day.
Brand, everybody that's in the Birdcage, and anybody. Matter of fact, now anybody that's Falcon fans. We might not like each other, but one thing that we will do is we gonna ride for each other for this red and black, baby. That's just how we go.
All day.
All
day.
I want
to secure great entertainment.
Oh yeah, got to. Can't be over here. Oh, well, we got these stats here, and no, we gotta have authenticity with this. But we really want to thank you guys. Hey man,
dude,
we just got to pretty much just tell them, just like this, man. Just
damn, son, where'd you find this?
You found us on YouTube with the BirdCage LLC. You know how we get down every Thursday, 8 p.m. You either get right or you get left. We want to thank you guys for helping us get to 900 subscribers. Once again, help us get to this 1,000. We gonna probably do a giveaway for whoever. Pretty much when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we got a little something that we gonna do. But K-Dub, great bid, Coach Brent. It's a pleasure and an honor as always to sit up here and talk Falcon football with y'all every time we get a chance to. Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys. Y'all take care.
Love you too, Coach Brent.
Love everybody in the Birdcage. Yeah.
Love everybody, man. Birdcage, man.
Show.
Appreciate it. So now, with that being said, we appreciate you guys for tapping in with us this week. Hey, make sure that you check out the pregame meal on Sunday, 12 p.m. Also, check out the halftime report, and then check out the Party Liner Benediction post-game show. We got you covered, and it's what we say in the Birdcage. Hey, man, you either get right or you get left. Dose.